welcome to our next reading. So guys, in this reading I want to specifically talk about what is your alluring side for him, for your person, okay? And we're using our Halloween decoration, you know, we're going into this a bit because the timing is right now like this. And I specifically want to talk about connections with age gaps, okay? Because I think there are many of you on my channel, so I want to go more specific into these category, okay? So I show you the piles. As always, we're using potions and pictures for you to choose your pile. So the first pile is the that's a purple potion. Yeah, you see here it's a little bit it has a purple color. It's called poison. It has this death card here hanging on. Well, it's not a death card. And then we have the spider. So if you feel drawn to that potion that I made, and the card is the princess and the pea. So if you feel drawn to this pile, then please choose that one. So pile 2 is my werewolf pile for today. So there is a little bit from my other decoration got entangled. So we have the werewolf. Here are the werewolf bones. You know, I made this especially a little bit crazy for the Halloween. Here we have werewolf hair, it's called. So if you feel drawn to that, okay, and you see here there are stones in there. And of course, we have to choose the werewolf for that, or the wolf. If you feel drawn to this pile, then please choose pile 2. Pile 3 for today has a greenish outlook. It's called All That Glitters Is Not Gold. And you see this is a very mysterious pile here. We have that big spider on there. Okay, so if you feel drawn, and the spider web, if you feel drawn to that pile, please choose that. And it comes with the card I want to show you with the same colors, the Spirit of Magic, okay? So if you feel drawn to that pile, that's your pile. And our last pile is another dark potion. We have all these glittery stones. We have the spider as well on there, okay? So if you feel drawn to this potion, it comes with the Sleeping Beauty, okay? So if you feel drawn to that, please choose that. Yeah, I see you at your pile. The timestamps are always in the description box, guys. And for all of you who are new here on my channel, I welcome you. So this is my first reading that I do. I mean, I have age gaps relationships like in all of my readings because, you know, I'm a twin flame with an age gap. So, you know, I want to specifically talk about these connections more because I know there are a lot of you out there who need advice and counseling. And so we're going to do that, okay? I see you at your piles, guys. What is alluring to your person? That's what we're going to ask today, okay? See you. So, hello, my pile 1. You chose this beautiful card of the Princess and the Pea. So you could look like her, yeah? I'm not gonna lie. It could be that there are similarities. When I get these feminine cards, it could be that some of you really recognize yourself in these pictures, okay? So, what is your alluring side? What is your person that you have an age gap with? What are they liking? Okay, so first of all, we're going to look at your potion. It says poison, and then we have the death card. You're in this purple card, you're very intuitive. Is this seeing? Yeah, you're very intuitive, guys. And what your person loves at you the most, what I'm getting in, because this is the story about the Princess and the Pea. Let's talk about this fairy tale first. In the fairy tale, the prince only wants to marry someone who's a true princess, like not someone who pretends. So he wants an authentic person. The prince is someone of wealth, so your person could be someone that is of higher status, or is like a prince, or is like someone famous. You know, we have a lot of people with famous divine counterparts here on my channel. So it could be one of you where your person really is like living in a different world. And they just want someone authentic. And in the story, you know, the mother or the family puts a pea in the bed and lets the princess sleep one night there in order to look. And in the morning, you know, she has bruises all over, or she couldn't sleep all night because you know, she was feeling the pee, even though there were like 20 mattresses or so on there. So then they married, and you know, they had their happily ever after. What this tells us is you are someone, my pile one. You know, you are either poison or you are a blessing. Let's say it like this. You're very dual. You have this duality to yourself. Also with the spider, you're very connected to the universe, because we have the purple feather here. The purple is always the crown chakra. It's always the, you know, the connection to the universe. So with this potion that I made, I really intended as well with the purple and the transformational skeleton here. This talks about first that they recognize you. So your person, no matter how you met, because always people with age gaps meet in very strange scenarios. No matter how you met, your person recognized you. So that's the first thing. They noticed you. They already know that you're authentic. They can feel that. I also feel that you are, with this poisonous energy, you're very transformative. We said this already. And for some, because you're so authentic and you're someone, I feel that you're saying the truth. Like, you're not pretending to be someone you're not. And this is what your person loves on you the most, that you're not pretending. You know, you are who you are, and you're kind of saying, like, well, to people, like, if you don't like me, you don't like me, then I might be poisoned for you. And if you like me, then, you know, you like me. So it's kind of this energy, you're very authentic, and this is what they find most alluring on you, this authenticity, that you don't care, you know. So let's see what else is coming through. What kind of connection do we have here? So first of all, we're going to look into your connection with your person. Like, who is this? And I'm using the this is called the Sacred Rose Oracle deck, okay, because it fits very beautiful in our decoration. And it says, I think about you as I fall asleep, always on my mind. So there could be a soul connection involved. Let's get another card. And we have the sleep again, you know. With the P, it's also they can't sleep. They think about you a lot. And we have the inner child coming out. So the inner child always tells me that you guys are connected by your inner selves. Like, your inner children recognize each other. This is like two children that you have that recognize each other. So no matter how old you are, your inner child, it's like ageless. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's why, you know, in this connection, both of your inner children, you have recognized each other. And that's why it doesn't matter to them, because they recognized you. There's a lot about recognition here. A lot about, I know her from a past life. This inner children could also be that, you know, you came here, you incarnated here, but you know how souls are like inner children, right? So their soul recognizes you. So this is definitely a soul connection. So let's see, how are they feeling? Like, what is alluring? And what is alluring? Let's get more information about this. We have the King of Flowers. There is a secret here that's very alluring. Like, this is Ray the Florist. This is the King of Flowers. This is the let's see. This is the King of Earth, I feel. Yeah, definitely a person where, let me check out. I want to just see if I'm saying the right things. Because in this deck, we have a different suits, you know, we have different suits to the normal suits. So, I mean, they come across as that they have to hide their identity. Yeah, this person cannot really openly tell you, or they could for a long time not open themselves up. because they were afraid that you don't take them serious. Yeah. So let me see. So we have air energy. We have fire energy. We have earth energy. Yeah, I'm taking the roses as earth energy. So this is for me the King of Cups. I have to look up the deck in order to know. There's no description. This is, you know, the, what is it called actually? The Victoria Francis, you know, that's the artist of the deck. So I just use it as Spirit is telling me right now. So for me, this is the King of Pentacles. So what I definitely see here is that they have a very strong chin. Like you see, you see like this V-shaped person. So I know that in some cultures that is very good looking. So especially in Asia. So for a lot of you, this could be an Asian person, okay? There is an age gap. They could be older and younger, you know. I don't want to really go into this because that's different for every one of you. But I definitely see here that person, no matter their age, they want to take care of you. Yeah, this is this caring energy. This is this, I want that you feel provided. And this is what I see here with the story as well. Because, you know, she was tested if she's the right one. So it could be that your person is testing you, and that's why they're putting a mask on. Maybe they're testing you if you are into their money, or if you are like a real true person that loves them for who they are and not for what they have. Because this is, you know, a lot of times, especially when you have someone who's younger, for example, and then they have a lot of money though. I mean, their family always wants someone with status, right? When they marry. So when you come along, it's kind of that this person has to hide this relationship at first. It could be that you hid that because of their family. I definitely see that, and they tested you, and it kind of, you know, they kind of find out that you are a true personality. You are the princess of the pea, you know. You're that sounds so strange, but the princess of the pea is authentic. You know, you were tested by the universe, you were tested by this person, and they find out that you were true. Next card up is the Hanged Man, El Colgado. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is always that you guys are in no contact, okay? So there could be a break right now where, you know, this is transforming, because we also have the poison in it transforming. This connection right now is transforming into a new stage in your relationship, because, you know, they, this part here where they tested you, where they try to find out if you're true and what you're into, you know, because you don't, or you shouldn't forget, you know, that even if you're an older woman with a younger counterpart or with a younger soulmate, you know, we as older women, we always have this, you know, kind of like, I'm not good enough. But the younger guy, they also have this. Yeah, you shouldn't forget this. And that's why the Hanged Man could be here, because, you know, he wants to be with you. I see that, because he recognized you and he feels you. He's trying to find a solution here. I think this is a very practical person. He's trying to find a solution how you guys can come together in some kind of way. Let me see what's going on here. What is alluring? My pile 1, we have the 3 of air, the 3 of butterflies. And I want to get another card. Oh wow, the 4 of butterflies. So there's progress, you know. This is very alluring. This person is thinking of you. It's more in the mind. I don't think, guys, that you have a lot going on at the moment. There is no tangible thing really here. So this could be one of my soul connections where you kind of had an encounter with this person, or you met up briefly, or you just have a soul connection where you just know each other from writing to each other or on the internet. You have recognized each other. This could be a famous counterpart where you know that this is your twin flame or your soulmate. Please take it however you resonate with the terms. And but it hasn't come into a relationship yet. But what is fascinating for this younger guy or older guy, please take it as it resonates. What is very fascinating and alluring is that there's progress within their feelings, how they think about you. It's kind of like even without meeting, even without touching, even without you being able to be together at the moment, this person, your person, feels that there is progress. And hearing that from someone, you know, without actually being in a relationship, this is very rare. And they think this is very alluring because it makes them think like, what is there more? What is the mystery here? So they think you're very alluring. They think this is amazing. That even though you know, there is transformation, even though you're not meeting up, even though you cannot be together at the moment, there is transformation going on, and their feelings are processing, you know, their feelings are progressing. This is what they cannot understand. Like, they think more and more about you. Like, each day it's becoming more and more that they get attached in the mind, especially with the Hanged Man, you know, especially when they're going to sleep, when they lay down, they think of you. Let me see what else. What is alluring about my pile 1? What they love about you is your truth and your authenticity. You know, you're not like... Oh, wow. We have the 8 of Pentacles. This is like step by step again, you know. This is the energy of... you're feeling each other very close, but with all the blood. I mean, that's a Halloween deck, like, or like a mystery deck. With all the blood, it tells me that it's there's also pain in missing you. And I feel what's very alluring for this person is this yearning. They're kind of, you know, they're getting a kick out of this yearning. Like, don't understand it wrong, but they love that. It's kind of like step by step this connection becomes closer, and it's almost as if they're hugging you, or they feel that they are close with you, and they don't even know why. They feel like you're always around them. What is alluring? They're very sexually attracted to you. Yeah. Red-haired women were always seen as concubines, or, you know, like in the earlier times, this was always the side woman, like the affair. Yeah. So no matter the age gap, no matter what's going on, they find you very alluring. With the candle, you could, you know, they could see you very witchy, very you know, alluring. Maybe you're into dark magic, or you're lighting candles. So they especially love your hair color. I don't know what kind of hair you have. Maybe you are a redhead, but I mean, they also see you in this, they're imagining you. Here I see a lot of daydreaming. A lot of dreaming, a lot of daydreaming, a lot of, I just want to lay down and think of you. So I feel this person is more and more like trying to disconnect from the world in order to connect with you in their mind. This is a very mind strong pile, yeah. And they could also light candles, you know, and think of you. You're definitely not together, yeah. You're definitely not together there, but you're there. They think about you. And maybe other people tell them that's poisonous, you know, it's a toxic connection. Because a lot of people, you know, tell this person, well, you gotta go out. Why are you like on the internet all the time? Or why are you looking that person up? Or why are you fantasizing about them when you know that you guys have that big age gap and you cannot even maybe be together, or there's no possibility of you guys meeting up, and they just can't get you out of their mind, and they don't care, you know. So I feel this poison always talks about other people's opinion, but people that have no idea that you guys share this special connection. 3 of Cups. Yeah, it's this, there's this urge, I want to take my mask off. I wanted that we take our masks off and that we can be together. It's this urge of, you know, I want to come to you and have a good time. The Three of Cups is always like going out, drinking together, having fun, like having a fun time, maybe drinking together. You know, in some cultures, this is like a big, how you begin a relationship. You go drinking together, or how you date. You know, this is what they want to do with you. They like, maybe some fantasize about getting you drunk and then having a steamy night, you know, together. Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing. What makes them yearn for you is this unreachability of pile 1. Yeah, that you're basically, there is some forbidden desire here, but also their feelings are true. It's all the truth. Like, they're feeling really drawn to you. They feel, for some unknown reason, they feel like you connect on the inner side in your mind. They want to lay down and think about you a lot. They fantasize about you. They fantasize about being with you, skinship, you know, all of this. And they really want to make it happen. What is, let's get one last card. What is the most alluring thing here for my pile 1's person? What is the most alluring thing? Your eyes. We have the number 28. This guy came out. Your person could look like this. Doesn't it look like Michael Jackson for a bit? I mean, the hair does, right? I was just thinking about this. Who is it? You know, maybe people ask them. Maybe people ask them, like, who are you thinking all the time about? Like, who is this? Like, who's this kind of woman? Or who has you, like, so drawn in? And you see how his eyes are really focused? It's almost like a vampire, you know? So definitely they do want to, I mean, look at his shirt. That's like, I'm ready to come towards you. Like, where are you now? So they're really focused on you. They're really beautiful, like such a beautiful person. And they don't care about, you know, all of these surroundings, all of what people say. They don't care about this because they know with the Princess of the P that you are the truth. You are their soulmate. They are connected because they can feel it. And their feelings are increasing every day. And they're also, their thinking about you is increasing, okay? So they don't care if this is poison. It's almost like, you know, when you know you want to get drunk, and, you know, some people, they do excessive alcohol because they don't care. They just want to get drunk on things, you know, or people that do drugs. It's kind of like this toxic thing that they can't get enough of this. It makes them drunk, and not really drunk. It makes them drunk inside, and that's why they don't even understand it themselves. And what is highlighted in this card is the mind, the head. So they can't get you out of their head. Like, you're basically living in their mind. What a beautiful reading. So pile 1, if you resonate with this pile, you don't even need to think about that your person doesn't find you attractive, because all what they do is think about you 24/7, no matter the age gap. Okay, this doesn't matter to them. So that's all what I'm having, my pile 1. I hope you like this. Take care, and I see you again. So guys, hello, welcome to your wolf reading, guys. Oh my gosh, I love this reading. It's kind of funny that you know, I made a potion with werewolf bones and these feathers and these crazy werewolf hair, it's called. I have no idea, guys. I thought it was fun because I wanted to do it for Halloween, and right now it's fitting perfectly into the reading, so I'm very happy I made that potion. Sometimes I don't even know why certain potions want to be made by me, you know. So I really love this. I think it's amazing, you know. I think it's amazing. So let's look up the wolf. Number 22 could be important. Wasn't yesterday the 22nd? Maybe something important happened. Okay. Let's see what the card says. So I am the wild wolf. So the question that we were going to answer today is what your person with age gap find alluring about you. Okay. So with the werewolf, what I'm getting in, before I even read to you the booklet, what we're getting in is that, you know, the werewolf, they want to bring out their inner beast, right? They want to, or they have no control over their transformation into the werewolf. So it's kind of at midnight, they're howling at the moon, you know, and then they're transforming into this wild beast, right? So you are on this person's mind. Like, that's what they want to do to you. They want to rush in. They want to sweep you off your feet. They want to have a passionate night with you. Like, that's all what they want at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This guy right now, he wants to take you. He wants to transform into this wild beast and has the ability to come towards you and to be with you. And even if it would be just for a night, it would be enough for them. You know, there's this wildness where they say, I don't care about any boundaries that hold me back. I don't care. I want to become this werewolf that just rushes in and takes her. So they feel very dominant towards you, you know. No matter, even if it's a younger guy, he wants to take control of this connection. He wants to take you. He thinks that it's almost like this possessive energy where they think like you're mine, you know, but this very sexual possessiveness. So you must feel that pile 2 divine feminine. Like, you feel such an energy. It's like you're getting so sexually drawn in, like you feel it in your sacral chakra. You feel it rising in your, like almost from the base chakra up to the sacral chakra, to the solar plexus. Yeah. So a lot of sexual thoughts. You also have a lot of, like, you feel their energy. Like, this is not, like when a guy has this pursuing almost thirst to pursue you, because that's what I call it. A thirst to pursue you. You feel that divine feminine. It's almost, you cannot help it. You feel very sexual also and very alluring. You could dress very red, like in red, or like, you know, you prefer colors that are very alluring at the moment, or you kind of want to show it that you're wanted. This is an energy, I want you, okay? So that's what I can say already before even reading the stuff. So it says, I'm the wild wolf standing before a full moon. I often appear in fairy tales, though my appearance is feared most of the time. They say I'm hungry and merciless. They say I eat little pigs, little boys, little girls, and grandmothers as well. This is a fairy tale deck, right? So they say I hide in the forest with my gleaming fangs and voracious appetite. But this is all a legend. I'm actually noble, sweet, and more inspiring than what is said everywhere. So, and here it's saying they want to unleash their inner wilderness. Yeah. It says, stop being reasonable, tidy, and careful. Go through the forest, bay at the moon, dig your claws into the ground, and show your fangs. Run, growl, and bark. The time has come to be wild. Your soul belongs to the night and the moon. And this is what they feel like, you know. This person, they have so much thirst to touch you, to be wild with you. They don't care anymore. It's kind of like their wild animalistic side takes over. The wolf within you wants to be released and act freely. So listen to this call and unchain your inner wolf. This is amazing. So if you ever feel or that your person, because of your age gap, doesn't want you, or they think you might be too old or too young, you know, please take it as it resonates, because you know, some of you have older guys, some of you have younger guys, or women, please take it as it resonates. But and no matter the age gap, they're wild for you. Like, they don't care. And I'm always saying this, many divine feminists don't understand that you know, if you feel such an energy, like the last thing you think about is age. Like, if you want a person, you don't think, oh my gosh, you know, they're like, our age gap is like 15 or 16 years. You don't think about this. If you want someone, you want someone. If your wolf within is wild and you think about this person, you want to take them, like, why should you think about the age gap, right? So a lot of times we as divine feminine, we overthink this, because we're the ones like, oh my gosh, what would his family think? You know, we're always seeing the bigger picture. But here, this person, this divine counterpart, this guy is very focused on his appetite at the moment. Okay, let's say it like this. They don't think about marrying and sitting, you know, or introducing you to their parents. They think about, I want to take you. What comes out of it? That's another reading, you know. But this person is not thinking. So what you have to think, Divine Feminine, here is, do you want that? Do you want that wild wolf, or you just want to be careful because you want some commitment out of this? Because I'm not really sure here about commitment. But I'm sure this person wants you, and the least they care is about the age gap. So let me see what kind of connection this is, and we look further into this. And I'm using the Sacred Rose Tarot, and then it says again, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, learning to set healthy boundaries. I feel that there were too many boundaries here in this connection. It's about freeing themselves. It's about freeing yourself and your sexuality. I really feel this, guys. Like here it's about all of this, you know, this person brings out this darker side in you. Let's be honest. This guy, whoever this is, or woman, please take it as it resonates. They bring out the wild side in you. And there's something what Spirit wants to communicate here to you. Maybe it's time. I mean, I'm not a fan of this because, you know, this could be a different guy. You know, for some people, this is like a different guy every night. And this is not good. If you mix your energy with too many people, or with people outside of your divine counterpart connection, it kind of disguises the energy again, and you're not that connected to your soul connection anymore. What I'm sensing here, though, is that this person is your counterpart. I do sense that, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense on my channel. Because I'm not reading for like one night stands or, you know, free yourself nights, because I'm really into this energy. You know, you take your counterpart or nothing, because you know, the energy exchange between the two is very important. So I do think, pile 2, since you are on my channel and not on some other channel, this is definitely your counterpart. This is definitely the one you are on a soul string with. And I feel that you have set healthy boundaries. You have said, well, I want time for myself. I want a commitment. I don't want just sex. I just doesn't want just us making out and then you're gone again. You know, I think you set these healthy boundaries to them. But still, there's this age gap, and still there's this thirst. And I think that not only on his side, I think you have that thirst as well. So let's see, what makes you alluring to this person? So let's see, we have the 8 of butterflies. Yeah, this is like, they want to walk away from this. This comes out and they want to free themselves. There's this urge to come towards you and to transform this, you know, with the butterflies as well. This is like air energy. This is like I free myself, you know, like in the 8 of Swords, the normal 8 of Swords. Maybe they also want to tie you up. They have fantasies of tying you up, and maybe you're into this. Maybe they know they want to tie you to a bed or, you know, somewhere. I mean, that's that werewolf energy as well, right? Like, you know, like breaking the chains and being free and freeing the werewolf. And this is what I see here. They want that. Like, they have crazy sexual fantasies. I'm telling you, they have daydreams. They could dream a lot at night where they don't even know where that comes from. Maybe this is usually a very quiet person and they're not like this animalistic, but for some kind of reason, since they are in your energy field and the energy is clear. I don't know what you did, but you kind of cleared out energy so that the channel between you and your divine counterpart is clean, is free. So now they feel your energy and they're going wild, they're going nuts. Yeah, ghost. Look at you. Yeah, look at you. See? La Torre. The Tower. The Tower is one of the most sexual cards in the whole deck. That's how it is. So, and then we have the ghost. So they could dream of you coming to them at night in their dreams and having like sex all night. I don't know what they're doing. I hope they have a room for themselves. Because like, what is this? Like, wow. Like, if you would meet up, guys, it would like take half an hour till you free your chains. Let's get more energy. So let me see. I want to take more cards of this deck. What else makes you alluring to this person? So what makes you alluring is the energy channel is free. They feel your energy. And there's this thirst. This is the Five of Masks. They cannot talk about this. This is some fantasy that they wear with them, but they have not really someone to talk about this, you know. People won't understand. And this is also this feeling of, oh my gosh, you know, if I'm coming towards her, if I reach out to her and write her a message, she wouldn't, you know, she wouldn't accept me. Like, I'm not ready to take off my mask yet. It's like this feeling of, I cannot do this. I'm so animalistic at the moment. Like, what would she think of me? I also have this energy here where they're like very concerned if you would know what they dream about or what they daydream about, what they think about. They're like, oh my gosh, I hope she doesn't find out. And so they're not telling anyone. I mean, we see it here. because we're the spy. We can look into the energies if Spirit wants it, you know. If it helps us to grow, Spirit lets us watch this, yeah? What makes you alluring? Ooh. They want to take your masks off. I tell you. Wow, they want to play with you. There's a lot of playful energy here. The Knight of Masks, they want to take everything slow. Yeah, this comes with this energy here. It's almost as if they're saying, no, I don't want to rush it in. I want to take it slow. I want to take off your mask, like maybe in a playful way. Maybe they want to seduce you. Maybe they like, what I definitely see is that they like that you kind of play with them. They like this fantasy about you. They like this, there's some kind of secrecy here where only the two of you are playing this game. And they're like really into this. That's very alluring. That makes them even hotter and more werewolf-like. You know, like, but guys, this is someone very in control of what they're doing. Very confident personality. Like, wow. Like, if this is a young guy, he knows seduction, like, for real. Like, I don't know where he knows that from. But maybe it's, you know, some people are born with that. And I feel that with the werewolf, yeah, because you're born to be a werewolf, right? I mean, you're born. I mean, the werewolf is, I mean, transforming, but you're born. Like, remember these movies with the vampires and the werewolves? They were born werewolves. They're not. So, they are born with this seduction skill. Like, this is crazy. Wow. Let's get more. How are you alluring to this person? No, they definitely want to take it slow, and they want to, it's almost as if they want to play with you, or seduce you to the point, maybe when you're ready, so that you're taking off your mask, that you're saying, I want you so much, I cannot hold it back anymore, that you reach out to them. I don't know, but they're trying to play this game, yeah. They find your eyes very alluring. There's also this yearning component here, because this is the card of you're not reachable. Like, they cannot call you and meet up at night with you, like call you and say, let's meet up, you know, tomorrow at 12 and then we have a wonderful night. They cannot do this because I think you both live far away. You're unreachable for this person at the moment, and this makes them even more yearning for you. You could also wear a necklace or something what they recognize, so it's kind of like they see that in their dreams, so they know it's you. What makes them alluring here? Pile 2. What makes pile 2's age gap person wild? Ooh, 2 cards came. Oh my gosh. There's not only lust, there's also like they falling in love. Whatever game you guys playing, you already have took off your mask. I feel this has already been done. I think that you, the time that you took it slow is already been gone. I don't know, because both of them here are like holding each other. And this is one of the most beautiful embraces, you know, when the guy holds you from the back. It's like he's protecting you. He's like showing his dominance. But the Two of Cups is this, you know, I want to be there for you. I'm not want to, You know, I'm not only want that you are wild, but I also want to love you. So that makes them even more hot for you, because there are feelings that arouse. Like in a werewolf, they have these wild feelings, not only this passion, but also these loving feelings for you. Yeah, and they're very sad that they cannot be with you. You know, the King of Wands, this is this yearning energy. This is this, you know, why do I have to wear this mask? Why can I not just go to her and, you know, be with her? This is this energy. So what makes you alluring is that they really miss you. This person has already developed feelings for you. And so they're like really deep into this. They're really deep into this. And I feel here for this person, the more they know you, the more they, also in their dreams, the more they meet up with you, the more they bring out their wild side, and they have these wild dreams or fantasies, sexual fantasies. The more they bond with you, the more your channel gets clean, you know, the more your channel of the two of you gets pushed up with energy. So there will be a time when, I don't know, the sexual energy is so high, it's like, it's crazy. Part 2. Part 2. That's a jackpot right there. It's not only sex, it's also love. That's nice. So, what is the most alluring thing? And this card came out. What are you doing there? You're holding on to the tree. See, there's again this woman with these with this fabric here. So they could have fantasies of you, you know, being with them in the water. There's water when you make out in their dreams, you know. They could be in a bath, or in a, I don't know, in a lake, in nature generally, or at home in bathtub, shower, everywhere where there is water. And water emphasizes the feelings, you know. So it's kind of like their mind already tells them you're in love with this person. You're not only wanting to, you know, be a werewolf and bring out your beast, you also love this person. So what makes them alluring, or what makes you alluring, is these fantasies that they have. And it's mostly combined with water. And that makes them even yearn for you more. This person has a very strong affinity to water. So whenever they are in water, they get very sexual, okay? So this is what makes them hot, and I hope you like this reading. This was very beautiful, yeah? So I hope you like it. Take care, part 2. Bye. Oh my gosh, part 3. Hello, welcome to your reading. This reading is so fun. Like honestly, I should do more of these readings, and I'm gonna do more of these readings, because I know there are a lot of people here on my channel who have age gaps connections, and not only relationships, also connections where you know that there's an age gap, and we always overthink even more about these things, right? So we have, you chose one of the craziest potions here. Look at this. We have the spider, we have all these this fake this is like dust, and we have the spider web, and we have this greenish almost looking like poisoned color feather, and then all that glitters is not gold saying. And then we have this beautiful woman here, you know, the Sleeping Beauty, or no, it's not the Sleeping Beauty, it's the Spirit of Magic. Wow. You could have colored hair, guys, or you wear a lot of green, or green is a color where you feel really stimulated, okay? Maybe you have green sheets, or something about green in your curtains or something. I don't know, there's something here. It could also mean that you're someone very natural. You don't wear makeup, or you don't like these things. You're like a witch, you know. You're an authentic witch. That's what I'm seeing, a very magical creature. Maybe younger than your age. Yeah, I do think that your lover is a young guy, like younger than you by years. What number is it? 1. Yeah, you guys don't need to worry. Like, we could even have here a famous divine counterpart, because, you know, we have all that glitters is not gold. That for me tells me that your person definitely is someone that has met a lot of women their age, and they're never really interested. And it could be even that in younger years, like or, you know, it depends on their age, but I still think this is someone in their 20s. So you could be in your 30s or 40s, and they could be like in their 20s. I definitely think a younger guy here. They're very drawn to that natural thing. They're very drawn to this magic. They're very drawn to the unknown. Like, I don't know, I want to discover that. And it's like you're the first one where they ever felt this feeling of, yes, I want this yearning, this give it to me now. You know, like, for real, this is what I was hearing. So this is like, all that glitters is not gold. There could have been a lot of feminines in their surroundings, or please take it whatever gender or whatever, you know. Make it compatible to your reading. They could have had people in their age who were interested in them, but they never were interested, and even before they would even know that you existed, there was always this, I'm feeling here, this is someone, there was always this where they drawn in a lot of good-looking people, or people that have money, all that glitters is gold, or they had these wonderful opportunities where other people say, oh my gosh, that's not real. Like, how did you, you know, how did you snatch this person? Like, they always had people that wanted them, that are like aces for other people. So and then you come along, and they never really felt with any of the other people in their age. They never felt this connection. So it's kind of like you're the first one where they ever feel this. And that's why it's so magical for them. This is beautiful. This is like falling in love for the first time with someone older, and they're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, now it makes sense why nothing, or why I was never really into this before. I also have this feeling, I don't know if this person is someone that is a virgin still. I mean, could be. If this is someone very young, like 18, 19, 20, in this age group, they could still be a virgin. And it could be that they asked themselves why they never had this hunger before for someone in their age. And they know now, because now they know you exist. So it's kind of like, for them, the whole thing is about epiphanies. The magic, the awakening. It's like saying in their mind, okay, now I understand. I'm more drawn to older people, you know, I'm more drawn to this natural, and it's especially you. It's not even that it's older people, it's you as a person. And that's why, you know, they're very confident in loving you. They're saying, well, yes, because for the first time they feel that hunger to pursue you. Yeah? And even if some people say, there's something about making a mess here, you know, with that spider and all that dust, and, you know, they don't care about outer stuff. They don't care about circumstances, or where you live, or how you live, or if, you know, you live, let's say, on a farm with a lot of animals, and this person is someone that, you know, is living in a city in like one of the highest towers, has a lot of money. They don't care about this. They want you. They care about you as a person. So let's see. With the Rose Oracle deck, what kind of connection this is. Card fell out already. So we have this beautiful deck, and it says, jealousy, no one can take away what is written in the stars. Our love is special. See? They're also jealous. They don't want you with no one else other than them. So if you ever worried, I mean, there's also these roses everywhere. If you ever worried, my pile 3, don't worry. Like, this person wants you and only you. This is someone who would go into a relationship immediately, right away. They don't care. They're not just want you. They're not just hungry for you. Because I see here, oh, look at the spider. It's like really reaching out. They're really trying to move forward into this direction. So that's why I'm seeing they really want you. And they would go into a relationship right away, because this could be someone that is, as I said, they're very young, and they're not how can I say that? They're not destroyed by experiences. Let's say it like this. A lot of masculines, to be honest with you, are destroyed when they are like in their late 20s. And this is not a lie, this is the truth. When you're an older woman, for example, and you meet a lot of guys that are like perfect age, it's like end of 20s, beginning of 30s, they are already destroyed by society and by prejudice and by opinions, because of course they have lived some time, and they're not that foolish. In other people's eyes, you know, it would be foolish to just take steps towards you and to be with you in a relationship. They overthink that as well, because they're thinking, well, you're older. Can we have children? You know, what about marriage? What about this? What about this? And that's why many guys in their late 20s who actually would have perfect age to, you know, to even have an older woman and to settle down, it doesn't make sense for them, because they overthink as well, and they're destroyed. I'm always saying they're destroyed by society, because they have too much expectations on themselves and on their what they expect their wife to be. And so it would, like, a lot of times it doesn't work out with these age group. When they're younger, yeah, a lot of masculines are, let's just try it, let's just see what happens, I love her, I want her. And this is what I see here. So they could be very inexperienced, but it is for an older woman. If you are older, and I guess it's here in this pile, because I'm saying this, I'm talking about this. So I definitely feel that you have an age gap to a younger guy. You know, this is the best what could happen, because if you have someone that overthinks a lot, you know, they also ghost you after some time, or they're not committed, or they're saying, oh no, my family says we do not fit together, so I leave you. Like, this comes a lot more, or happens a lot more, than with a younger guy who really wants you and is also jealous, and they see you as compatible, because they're not overthinking. They just want to try, and they just look at you and say, oh my gosh, I want her, she's my one. They recognize you. You understand? So don't ever feel like you're not wanted, because we see you're here. You should be in ecstasy. You should be in this awe. You should be in awe of this person, that, you know, they are jealous and they love you. So what makes you alluring to them? What is it about you? The age gap, okay. This is someone that loves it that you're older. They love this age gap. They this is someone that also likes to be taught a lot of things. I don't know, they think that maybe you can show them a lot of things still, or they can learn a lot of things, and it doesn't have to be about sexuality. It could be just about anything. This is someone who really wants to, they see older people always as like also an opportunity to learn a lot of things. You know, this is someone very teachable, and not someone that says, no, I just want to meet people my age and that's it. Yeah, not at all. Wow. The Page of Crosses, so passionate about you. And I had this card coming out before, you know, this is and I always said, when the redhead comes out, this is an indication of that they really love your body, how you look, and they recognized you, of course. I mean, if there is someone that and they say, you know, I know now why it never worked out with others. There's a lot of passion and exploration here. So this is someone who is spontaneous. This is someone that likes that they can be spontaneous with you. They like your authenticity. They like that you're honest. They like that you don't wear makeup. They like that you are, you know, whatever you're doing. You could be someone that with a magic that is, you have some kind of power over them. You could also have a job where this person is really admiring, or they're very impressed by you, whatever you're doing. This person thinks, oh my gosh, you're so independent and stable, and you know, they don't even want to date anyone their age. It's like they love that about you. We have Knave of Flowers again. That's the Page of Pentacles here. Look how he is holding the rose. This is for me the Joker guy. So a lot of people told them, because I think this person talked about you here to their friends, definitely. This is not someone like a pile of two who keeps it secret. No, this is someone who's in love with you. Like, they're talking to their age friends about you, and their age friends were like, you're a clown. Like, why do you think this will work? Like, they don't understand them. Yeah. But this person here, they really want to learn. They really want to be with you. they are very drawn in by this this idea that you teach them. Yeah, they love that. This makes them hot. What else? What else is alluring my part 3? The cross, the Ace of Cross. That's a passion again. It's because of this, there is some forbidden component here. And it could be that, you know, you're in some kind of codependent connection. Maybe you guys work in the same company, or, you know, there's some kind of where other people say, what are you even thinking? Maybe this person is also very spiritual or very religious. So having this age gap, it's kind of like strange. Or, you know, others tell them like that's not even possible. You guys cannot even marry because you have that big age gap. But this person likes that. It's kind of like some forbidden things here. It's kind of this alluring of, yeah, you know, I like that because I like her. And they even want to make it known. This is someone who talks about this. They're not holding back. So what is it that makes you alluring to part 3? You have a wonderful, look at her breasts here. So chest, breast, you know, however you want to call it. 9 of Pentacles. They think you're, you know, they will also want to save you. Oh my gosh, yeah. See that there's a cat, and then here, you know, this is this witch. So there are 3 things here in this card. This is very interesting. For once, they think your body is so pretty, your face is so pretty. They love your lips and your eyes. You could also wear like jewelry in your, like on your head like this, what they really love. I don't know where they've seen you like this, because I don't think here there has anything happened with you and this person, but they know that you kind of dress up, or you wear nice dresses and high heels, and they really are into that. So they love that fashion much more, this not adult fashion, because that sounds strange, but they like that sophisticated fashion a lot more. Then they could be drawn to this witchy part here, you know, where you have, or you're someone special, and they want to save you. Yeah, there's some kind of savior complex here with the cat, saving the cat from a tree. This is like, maybe you are into younger guys, but it never really worked out, and this is someone who knows that. I don't know how they know it, but maybe they heard that, or they know about this, and they're kind of like, I want to be the one. I want to be the one, and that's why they're so jealous. Like, they see themselves as your savior. And that turns them so much on. Yeah, we have the 6 of Swords. They want to be your umbrella, you know. You see how she's holding the umbrella. You could also have freckles, or they could have that, or you could have like some blush under the eyes. And again, we see this necklace here. So you could wear jewelry, what they really like. And here she said, you know, I feel that they really want to take care of you because you have experienced so much disappointments in your life. I feel it makes them very sad too. And that's why, like, they have this inner feeling of, I'm your guy. I'm the one who saves you from this. I'm your husband. Like, they already have all this scenario. So this is someone who really means it serious with you. This is not someone that just wants to have a fun night and then they're out of the game. You know, this is someone who plans on being with you because they're not satisfied with people their age. They're not, you know, maybe they were never into people their age, and they never wondered why they're not hungry, or why they're not you know, arousing when they see people their age. Maybe you were the first one where they feel all of this feelings, and they're like, oh my gosh, now I know. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing here. 8 of Wands. Yeah, a lot of see how she is like standing there and being sad that nothing has really transformed in her life. It could be that they met you when you were like in a breakup situation from someone. That's what I'm also seeing, that you met this person and you talked to them. That this is like some kind of coworker or a person that you see on a daily basis. And they want to change that. They want to make you happy. I feel this person wants to take you out of this sadness state, because all these cards here, all these cards show someone very sad. Someone very like, why has nothing ever worked out for me? Why am I this unlucky? Why, you know, all that glitters is not gold. And I feel this person, your age gap person, is someone who is very lucky, someone younger who is the complete opposite of you, and they want to bring you out of the state. It's kind of like they have this also this I want to help her because I feel responsible for her. I feel like that's my woman kind of energy. This is so beautiful. Pile 3, if you resonate, like this person is really gold. This connection is gold. Let me see what the most important thing is that they find alluring about you. What is the most important thing? Yeah. This person cries with you. Yeah, you speak to their inner child. The age gap could be significant. It could be like 20 years down the road. Like if this is like a guy in their 20s, you could be in your 40s. Okay, so there's a really big age gap. But look at this. He's like holding on to this gravestone of love. So yeah, this is confirming for me again that they don't feel like, they feel as your angel. They feel as, you know, I'm saving her. This is my woman. They don't feel as, you know, like a child. We see that here. You also see how the child is holding the love gravestone. So it's kind of the moment they met you, it's almost as if they matured to 31. They could also be 31 years old and you're older. Yeah. But the minute they met you, the little boy, like this childish behavior, this, you know, like maybe they can't compare anymore themselves to guys their age, you know, to these well, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to charge, but I feel here, since they found you and they fell in love with you, it's like this this person grew up. They became a lot more mature. I mean, they're still their age, right? But they grown up. It's kind of like this love transformed them. And this is the most important thing. And that's why they know, because you guys' connection has completely transformed this person. And it almost made them grow up in like overnight, you know. It's kind of like this person's 20 and you've grown up to 31, almost like to the marriage age. So they could actually come to you and be your husband, you know. And this is what they know. They've seen that. And that's why they know that you're their woman and they want to make you happy. All what I see here is someone that wants to take you out of the sadness, that wants to make you happy, that doesn't want that you are alone, that, you know, they feel responsible, they feel jealous, they want to have you, they feel arousing to you because they never felt this before to other people. So all of this makes sense to them. Yeah? Wow. So this is all what I'm having, my pile 3. I hope you like this reading, and I'm saying goodbye, take care, and please give it a thumbs up if you like my readings, okay? And sign up to the channel. Bye. Hello, my pile 4. So you chose this pile with a spider and all these, yeah, gemstones here, the purple ones, and then also very fitting. You see how beautiful the cards fit. The Sleeping Beauty. You might, this could be a secret admirer, guys. Pile 4, you could sleep on this person. If you don't know that someone with an age gap admires you, then you sleep on that connection. Well, how is the story of the Sleeping Beauty? The Sleeping Beauty is, you know, the story where she lives in the wood with the 7 dwarves, right? I always think that's hilarious. But then, you know, the prince comes and people in her surrounding, well, actually her family, you know, brings her the apple and she chokes on that and falls into a coma. And then the prince comes and wakes her up with a kiss. That's the Sleeping Beauty story in like 5 seconds, right? And there are various variations of this story. Sometimes the prince doesn't come, sometimes she marries a dwarf, I don't know. There are so many variations of the Sleeping Beauty. But the original story I just told you. And I do think that these fairy tales are true to some kind, because I know, or I studied that even in university, that the brothers Grimm, you know, when they collected the stories, they didn't write them. they collected them. They went from house to house and they were like asking people what kind of stories do they tell from generation to generations. You know, people didn't have TV in that time. In Germany in the 18th century, people were like sitting around the fire in the living room most of the time, or in the kitchen. They were eating and they were talking about stories. They were telling each other stories. And these stories were usually the same. And there was like regions in Germany that always talked about the same stories. And we all know, and that's what we learned in this course in university, we all know that's when, you know, when from the heritage, when certain people in a certain topographic region always tell the same story, there is a truth to that story. It's not like that they all make it up, because then you know, the variations would vary even more, right? So the true heart of the true core of the Sleeping Beauty is always this what I just talked about. So I do think that there are real stories to these fairy tales, and they can repeat in time, they can repeat in centuries. So and we also know that, you know, in psychology, those are like archetypes and things that where you can convert the whole situation to a psychological problem, right? Or to a psychological end game, or whatever you want to call it, you know. So with a Sleeping Beauty, it could be that this person wants to kiss you awake. It could feel as if you have forgotten to live before. And this is definitely a younger person. Okay? So it could even be that you who is watching is the younger one, and this is the person you're inquiring about. Please take it as it resonates, you know, because for some of you, the roles are reversed. But the older one here has forgotten how to live, or is sleeping, is quiet, is not really energetic in life anymore. You know, it's kind of like this feeling of the vampire, I've given up on life. You know, it's this energy of, I don't know, I've given up. So it's kind of the kiss of the spider I see here, the kiss of the passion that reawakens the Sleeping Beauty. So this person we're talking about, they could have reawakened you. If you are the woman, this is you then, you know, with the age gap. And if you're the older woman, you could feel like as if, you know, you woken up through the soul connection again. So let's see with the Rose Oracle card what this connection is here. Pile 4, please. What connection is this? And we have, would you forgive me? Sadness, fear, anxiety. I get another one because that's not really clear what this is. Can I have another one? Just what falls out. Guilt, you did not deserve that. I'm sorry. So this is someone that knows the story in your life, that knows that you have experienced a lot of hardships in life, and especially in relationships. So this could be an acquaintance of you, like a friend that you talked about this with, or someone that has seen the misery. Yeah, and what is the misery? The misery is sometimes failed relationships, you know, that you find yourself in the middle of life, in your 30s, in your 40s, and you're not happy anymore with your life. You're not happy anymore in the direction it went, but for some kind of reason, you know, you've given up to change that. Maybe it's because you're awakened and you know that the whole thing has a meaning, or you know about your younger person. I definitely think that you are soulmates, but they see that you need to be re-energized. You know, it's almost as if this person wants to kiss you in order to wake you up, to re-energize you. They have this yearning of, I want to help her, I want to become alive again. And while they're doing this, you know, I feel here this is their intention at the beginning. It was not a relationship. It was just to re-energize you. It was to kiss you, and then, you know, but in that course of kissing you, and I don't know if this was a real kiss or if this was just, you know, like a connection where you guys talked, you had meetings, you talked, they checked you out, they checked out your social media, they talked with you about your exes, maybe about the things in your life. There's some component here, like almost like a healing factor. And in this process, they fell in love. This was someone that had not the intention. And that's why this age gap is here, because you did not focus on that. The moment you met, you were just a boy and a girl, you know, or a woman and a boy. And I mean that in a way of, yes, you know, when they are of a certain age to, you know, to date older women. So let me see. You guys know what I'm talking about. So what is alluring? What is alluring? And I feel that in this process of getting to know you, of helping you, they fell in love. This was not intended. Like, this is not someone that always has older women. I do even think so, pile 4, that this is someone that, you know, they were dating. Like, when they were dating their age. They were never thinking about an older woman. And then, you know, you guys met by chance here, and they kind of had the feeling, I want to wake her up again. I want to make her come alive again. I want that she's happy in her life. I want that she makes something out of her life. And then in that process, they fell in love. This was not intended. Yeah, the sun, oh my gosh. They want to make you happy. Look at this. They saw how sad you were in your life. You know, there's something about failed relationships here. There's something about a failed life here. Or, you know how sometimes we divine feminines are very alone, and some people misinterpret that? Maybe you're even fine on your own. Maybe you are someone, you know, that doesn't date and that is okay with that because you're waiting on someone. Maybe you waited for another person to come by or an ex to come back, and then this person came in and they saw all of this. And you guys talked, and you guys, you know, you became acquaintances, and they checked you out. And the more they did this, the intention was, I want to make her happy because I just care for other people. Maybe they even were in a relationship when you met, that they already had someone, and you were not even thinking of this person as your boyfriend or someone you know, you have as your lover. And then it just happened. Yeah. The 10 of cross, out of nowhere. The 10 of fire. There was a passion that ignited, like suddenly. But then at the same time, we have here, it's interesting that I chose this deck, because in this deck, we have the passion as the cross. So it's kind of like, why are we falling in love? It's kind of like you experience this phenomenon of lusting for each other in that process of getting to know each other at the same time. And now you're like stuck with each other with all this passion, and you're like, what is going on? I do think this person has already parted ways with the third party. I do think that. Let's see. I feel that this person was very surprised by their feelings. Yeah, we have the Knave of Butterflies. This is the Page of Air. They definitely checked you out, and you know, their intention was to lend you an umbrella, like a shoulder to cry on. Like, this person wanted to be there for you, and maybe they even gave you a kiss on the cheek, you know, or they, you know, they kind of caressed you in a very brotherly or friendly way, and then they noticed that all of this passion is coming, and they didn't understand this. This is here a surprise reading. It's kind of like with the Sleeping Beauty, because she did not expect the prince to be there, and then to kiss her awake, and then, you know, they marry and are living happily ever after. So this is kind of like this feeling of you met because of some purpose of this person making you happy, and then you suddenly fell in love and you didn't intend it. And all of this passion arises. What makes them alluring? This is the 5 of Air. You felt like it could even be that you guys had an argument where you thought this person, their intention was to get you into bed or to be intimate with you, because, you know, it turned out to be that way, that you guys want this from each other right now. And maybe you thought this was their intention all along, but I can tell you it was not. They were the same surprised how much they want you as you. This is like pile 4 is how these stories with age gaps usually happen. This is like a typical age gap relationship, how it happens, because you're not intending, you're meeting for some kind of reason, you're getting along perfect, you're talking with each other, and for some kind of reason, you know, you become friends, and then you're like falling for each other. Because age gaps, you know, in spirit, spirit doesn't care about age gaps. It's just you and them, like a woman and a man, you know, matching up. And Spirit is saying, well, if you like each other and if you're into each other and if you're, you know, if you like the gender, you know, and you feel sexually drawn to each other, then it's just a matter of time. Can I see more what they love? 9 of Roses. They love your independence. It could also be that, you know, like this black rose you drawn back. Once you realize that, it could even be that you had this argument and that made them even more lusting, because you told them, like, was that your intention from the beginning? Maybe you were even mad at them and you were like accusing them of just wanting to make you happy because they wanted to get you into bed. Maybe you had an argument and that turned them on really crazy, because they were not. They were the same surprised as you are. Okay, so let's get playing cards. Okay. So we have the King of Pentacles again. So this could be someone that has a higher status as you, even though they're younger. They could have a higher status, more money than you. This is the provider energy. Yeah, they really wanted to provide you from the beginning with happiness. It doesn't even mean that they wanted to provide you with tangible things, but they wanted to provide happiness to you. And in that sense, they fell in love. What else? They also like that you're very vulnerable. You're not like someone your age. I can definitely see that. Like, you're also someone that, you know, they don't really realize the age gap. 4 of Pentacles, you could have a hobby or something that you're doing that is really alluring to this person, what they really like and they want to emphasize. Maybe they even helped you or cheered you on in that field. They're like helping you not to give this up. And they like that maybe even this hobby made you come alive too. And they're like very happy about this, and this made them even fall in love more. It's kind of like they also saw the result of their pampering. I feel like this person was like pampering you, then they fell in love, and then they noticed that you really came alive, and they're like, oh my gosh, my skills are crazy, you know. Maybe this person's like sitting here, my skills are great, my skills are amazing. Yeah, then they have the 6 of Pentacles. They love that it's reciprocated. They love that you know, they fell in love and you fell in love and you both were surprised AF. And now you're wanting, both of you wanting each other, you know. And this person also, the King of Cups also fell out, so they could serenade you. They could write you letters, or they could tell you how much they love you. They could be very affectionate towards you, because that was all a surprise thing here. What is the most important thing that they find alluring? Very beautiful, my pile 4. You should really be in a relationship with that person. They deserve it. Like, this is someone who really wants to take care of you as well. What is the most important thing, my pile 4? What they find alluring, pile 4? Oh my gosh, they love that you are a couple now, or that you have this thing going on. You see this here? It's kind of what turns them on is that you are kind of a union here with the 2. This is like the 2 of Cups, or this is like you look into each other's eye, and even though this age gap, you're kind of like alike. So I definitely feel you could be twin flames or soulmates that found each other by accident. But what they love is, the most important thing is that you see each other, you look into each other, you are revived, and you're happy together. And this is what makes them even more want to be your husband and your boyfriend. Let's begin slow here. Okay, so wow, pile 4, what a beautiful reading. So I hope you really like this reading, guys. I hope this makes sense. I hope I could help a lot of you who come here to this channel who are in age gap connections. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Take care. Bye.